now we're recording, and now I feel like I can give you this tutorial. Well, just showing you how I do it. It's not really a tutorial. We're gonna start off with Etienne 2.0. She's I call her my Haitian wig. When I'm hanging out and about and just regular, I might just wear it to church tonight. I love all night prayer. So this is how she looks, right? And I was trying to show you earlier that she had that crumple cut right above, but what I did is I cut the lace as close to the hairline as possible, right? And then I adjusted the parts where my ears would go. I adjusted it. But as you can see, she has a pretty good transparency. You see the transparency right here? Pretty good, right? However, you know, when you put it against your skin, so I'm just gonna put it on. And then just show you how I put it on. My husband's like, yo, you got a big head. I'm like, whatever. Anyway, what I also do is I like to gel my sides. I'll show you the gel that I use. I like using this one here, Black Castor Oil Edge Control. I like to use it. And I just pretty much hit my sides, which I kind of did already. And I use one of these brushes, like edge brushes. And I just brush it in. And then I pull this flat down. Now, mind you, I also use a particular Gots to Be glue spray, but overall what we're trying to adjust, since you and I have like different shaped heads, is the front. We're trying to work on that lace in the front. So what I've done is I would take some here from right under here, right, and then I would pull it over across, and that's just to kind of give it more of a natural look without having to put makeup or foundation or whatever they call, put all that stuff on there. You know, I'm not a makeup person. I like, and then what I would do is I would bring it like kind of forward and under my ear, behind my ear I should say. And then here, which is kind of hard because what I did is I used a spray to kind of hold this down, because like I say, each wig is built differently. So to hold these flaps down, and as I said, what I would do is I've used, let me show you the different things I use. So I like Ultra Glue Invincible Gel. This one here, I would sometimes smooth it here, and then I would put like a wrap around my head. And I have that, but I didn't bring it with me. And I don't want to like, I could pause the video and get it, but it's pretty much like just to tie the band down. And then this here, I use this also for the napes sometimes because it will dry it. It dries nicely. And then, or I'll use one of these. And I got a mini one like this, but I would spray it here and then I would spray it here. But because I'm going to be trying on different wigs, I don't want to glue them down. So just one more time, it's called Gots to Be Glued, right? You get a small one. I have a small one as well. I have like travel size ones as true. This one here I really like. It's called Lace Wonder Lace Bond. To me, this is it. Spray those bad boys on, tie the hair down. You want to kind of like pull this back and then tie the hair down around where you want it to stick, the pieces down, and this stays. This is my other one. I have also like a melt. I'm gonna show you. This is called a lace melt. This, let me see if I can bring it closer to you. This works wonders when you're trying to melt in between the mesh and your skin. This is good. Now what I like to do, let me just have a little, I should have got more roots. With this one, especially if I don't feel like putting the glue on the sides, I just pull it back. Once I pull it back, that's it, we're good to go. And so her name is Etienne 2.0. And you know, once you let the hair fall, you can kind of like do whatever. And what I like about this is the way the parts are, it looks like you just let the curls down. And of course you can do what you want with it. I think I'm gonna wear her tonight. Shabbat shalom. I'm gonna hang her up here because I want her to, I'm gonna wear her. But I also wanted to show you also with this here, you can put the strap and it tightens the back. You can put it this tight. And then this here also pulls the elasticity. Be careful to tuck these in. It looks crazy when it's hanging out. I think it's no better than when those old ladies be having their hair hanging from underneath side of their wigs. So once again, that was Etienne 2.0. By the way, I also use the jam gel. You might can benefit from jam gel because you really don't have the same kind of hair as mine. Then let's see, who else do we have on the roster today? I'm going to try to put some stuff. You know what? Let me pull that back. Yeah, I don't need to see all in here. And so now look. Now this here is Ginger. I bet you didn't guess why I call her Ginger. Ginger got my comb up in here. I just realized that we're having other things in there. As I was talking to you about those wraps, let me just show you one of them. Because what I also love about Love Me is you get a whole lot of little perks and stuff. So this is one of them, right? And I'm not trying to advertise for Love Me, but when you put that glue on, you tie your hair. I like to do it from the front to the back, you know, and then tie it tight. And then with the hair on, I'm gonna show you with probably one of them. I'm gonna keep this out. Purple is my favorite color. They even gave me a scarf. I have so many little gifts from them because buying so many of their wigs, a lot of them I haven't opened. Why would I call her Ginger? Why, pray tell, why? Well, because she's a beaut. Her name is Ginger for a reason. I'm just kind of brush her down some so you can see who she is. She's actually pretty good. Probably could use a little moisturizer knowing her. She's actually a nice summer wig. If I was able to dampen her a little, but I don't really have the what you call to dampen. I was trying to see if I could find a spray or what have you. She's really good. This is actually really nice. Just probably what I did was I put a little bit of oil in my hand just to kind of like smooth down some of the frizz before I show you her. And she could use some conditioner probably, but I'm really here just to show you the gist of the different wigs and what I've done with them. That's what I'm here for. Anyway, this is Ginger. Ginger is, I like to bump the ends. It's a cute short style. Once again, just showing you how I cut the lace. You see how underneath here, you see how it's that ridges like you have in your original one when you first get it. See how it's ridged there? I left that there, but right where the part is, I cut it close. See, I cut it close. And then the rest of it I kind of left wavy like. And this is the inside. Like I said, each one of them have their own special, I guess, elasticity and stuff. So I'm gonna put her on, and she has what looks like, if I'm not mistaken, she has an almost side part. It's not quite in the middle. I guess I can make it in the middle if I want it, right? Like this. But if I wanted to, I can bring her this way. But I'm gonna show you how she looks in the middle. And like I said, because I'm taking them out the box just as, and I haven't really done anything with them. But when I do stuff with her, like I'm going to redo. I could take her and just take part of it like this and leave some of it out and just put it like a little ponytail in the back. I could do the whole thing as a ponytail. I can clip her up because the underneath and it fits very well. But what I like is to bump her when I do get a chance to bump her. But as you can see, because I cut so close right here, and the lace is pretty good. Now, if I want, like I said, I can just put this to the back behind my ear, and I can do this one also, just a little bit behind my ear. It doesn't have to be a lot, but because I'm doing this kind of rapid, and like I said, I need to bump this, and I didn't bump it, and I'm just kind of taking it out of the box. And honestly, the way one side look longer than the other, I'm thinking that, see where the earpiece is, and the earpiece is way back here, so I think it is a part, it is a side, because look how that looks now. That's more balanced, right? Okay, so this one here is actually a side part, because I can feel it in where the thing, where those little flaps are. So as I was telling you, and let me take the back out, just show you how she is. She looks great with my complexion. But so like I said, I could like pull her, like if I did bump it, I would like let it fall and then bump it, and it really comes out really nice and natural. So people really be thinking that I actually dyed my hair. And once again, I was telling you with the flaps, and this is kind of hard from the prior, some glue here and some glue, and what I'm talking about is the got to be glue. Put it to the flaps here, and you bring some of this down in front of your ears, and that's that. And if you do it really well, like my daughter, she knows how to, she'll cut all of this and make it, you cut the front like maybe around this long, you cut it, and then you put the gel down and smooth it around, and that's how it give that nice look that you see the girls wear. I don't have that patience, because that means I have to really be doing all that. Then once it starts cooling down, I'm in my mind, I'm like, dang, this is hot. So once again, like I said, quick pull back and I'm good to go. And if not, I can wear it, you know. But as I said, I need to bump it. But when I do, when I bring it like a nice bump, it's so nice. So that's just like this particular wig. So normally the night before I set my wigs, I put them on the wig head. And then I'll do something. If I want crimples or if I want curls, I just put the curls in. I put a mousse, which I didn't bring mousse, but it's just a styling mousse, and I'll put that on. So this here is my precious Ginger, which she needs a conditioner. She needs to be conditioned and set. And another thing, they give you a nice little bag. I normally turn her inside out, but for the sake of time, so I don't take up too much of your time, I will do this. And I said I was going to leave this band out for when is needed to be seen. I want to kind of go little by these, because I don't want to like spill all of it. Who's this? Don't even know who's in here. She could be someone old. Yeah, I think she's an old lady. She's not at all above me at all. Just want to let you see her lace quality. You see how clear that is? It's a good lace, like it's clear. But you also can see where I might have sprayed underneath just to give it some darkness. And as I had showed you, did I show you in this video? These are some of the tints that you can use in the root of the hair, and some of the tints according to your skin color. I have two different ones because I had to kind of like play around with my skin color. Sometimes I have a tan, and then other times I don't. And this hair is called tinted lace. You can spray it underneath, and it kind of gives it a better, more natural look. Now this one here, this color, because it's more closer to my complexion, is called light warm brown. Now this one here, I'm just gonna try her on just to give you the looks. It's like you're a different person each time, right? Each time, not like I'm trying to be civil with somebody, but some here gives me more of a, makes my complexion look lighter, and others make me look darker. like I said, having your hair jammed in case, you know, having the gel back, I said jam gel, it gives a look. So as you can see, this is how it looks, and this is the lace in the front. So if I wanted, I can do like a lace melt right to the front, which me doing it right now, I don't know. But anyway, I could do a lace melt, and then I can tie it down like this, like so. And if I tied it down long enough, and then it kind of like lets it dissolve more further into your skin. But ones like this, I would also pull a little bit of the hair from one area and bring it to the front, or I can just, you know, do that lace melt like I was saying. But I love to kind of like pull from one area and give it like a scoop around. It's kind of like a lot going on right here, and then it's kind of like just give it more of a scoop around. That gives it more of a natural look. So that's how this one goes. And this one here is relatively long. Now mind you, I didn't even comb it out. I'm sure there's another way, because that's a little. And as usual, you know, you have those messy kind of like buns and all that stuff you can do. She's another one. You can see, like I said, her transparency, this is a different quality wig, so you can see this kind of, you can see my nails through this. But this is nice because it's pretty sheer. You don't have to worry too much. And as you can see how it was cut more according. Now this is my daughter's, I took it from her. Let's see, she didn't want it anymore. I was like, girl, let me take that. So I took it. So that was what's in this surprise box here. And this is the graduation pins. Is this? We call her Jordan, aka Gordon, because I wore her to Pastor Gordon's I think his 70th birthday party. And so with her, she's another beaut. I'm gonna take her rubber band out so you can kind of see her for who she is. I want you to see her. Probably if I had the camera the long way, it would have been better, right? I could have turned it around that way. I just like it this way because when I do send the video, it shows this way. But anyway, this is how she looks. I'm going to put her on. Oh, before I put her on, I want to show you how the lace is. So she's not that far back of a lace, as you can see. And this is by Love Me. And you can see how sheer it is, but if you probably look closely, you can see where I did the lace tint right in the middle. This is how it looks when I did the tint. The part that I didn't do the tint, you can see my nail kind of more brighter. So I did that tint. And I cut the pre-cut lace always close to the top here. And as I said before, let me just put her on. Now, this is like my husband's favorite, I think. I think he's like, it likes it whenever it was like a festivity. I like the way it fits because it's just like you don't need to do no glue, no nothing, because the lace stops right here. And so you don't gotta do anything. You just put it on like a shake and go type of thing. Now, I don't really comb through her because she's naturally like wavy. So I kind of like just bring it down some. Because if you comb it, it'll actually get wilder and wilder. But you can kind of like do a wet and wavy type of thing, right? She is really a good shake and go type. So her name is Jordan. She's the side part. Now, as you notice, when you get close, it's not as apparent, right? And because I did that lace, I sprayed underneath it, right around there. Looks, ooh, these wigs are hot and it's light. But just to be simple and easy, once again, I put her back like this. Kind of put her like this, like, you know, just a little something on the go, like you just want to go and push. So this is how I look with this one. Like I said, I like her because she's really simple. You don't have to glue no sides down or nothing. You just boom, boom, bada bang. That's that. Man, this light is hot. Putting these wigs on can be hot too. Whoa. the little one. Yeah, I'm saying, can you open the door? One second. I have to tell him 1 second. I have to really lock the door. Because kids don't care about any of your space. We'll leave that rubber band in there for her. So that was, once again, graduation here. I like her. We call her graduation here because I went to quite a, like, graduations, and I went to one of our good colleagues. He had a graduation, and we went to his graduation, and this was the wig I had wore. This one here is beautiful. I like you see how silky she is? She's really, really a nice. Let me show you once again. I believe, so with her, I had to cut the lace in the front. It wasn't pre-cut. You can tell just by the way I went around. And I cut as close as I could over here. Just as close as I could. Some people like to do according to their actual hairline. I'm not doing all that. I just cut it as close as I can, and then I work with it. I mean, I'm not trying to push it so far back that my hairline is showing. But once upon a time, I used to relax just the front of my hair, bring it down, put the wig on, and then kind of comb and blend it in. That's when I used to have like the more 4C Yankees or what have you. Let's put her on. Ugh. Now, she is a side part. She is once again another easy to put on wig because she's not like, what do you call it? Those, I forgot this length of those laces, they're full frontal laces. She's not, so she's easy to put on. Kind of fit her behind my ears. Now, of course, if I'm dealing with her, I bump her. I put rollers in the night before. Like I said, a lot of times the night before I have to set my wigs, because if you don't, they kind of get like, she has a lot of bumpy curl, not really, not bumpy, but bouncy. I should say bouncy curls. She has a lot of bouncy curls. So I like her. A little kinky right at this moment, but whenever it's time for me to do with her, I could kind of like, sometimes I'll be like little whatever, sometimes I'll be like a little bit here, you know, sometimes you could just kind of like put something on over there. She is really good. What I do with her, as you can see how close this is I would adjust it. I bring this back and I kind of let it fall, and this is when I have the curls in, so I'll let the curls fall accordingly, and it'll just really look really nice. And where that part where the lace was, you don't even see it. Sometimes it folds under, like even if I pull it forward, but even if it folding under. So what did I do? That part right here, I pulled some here from under here and then like that in here. So that way it's not like that super part that you see. Like I said, my daughter would have killed it with the lace swirled here and all that. I'm okay. So yeah, this is what you see. This is what you see. And this is called graduation hair. Always. Ponytails always look good. I always love a good ponytail with a little fluff or a clip, a hair clip. I love a good hair clip. I don't have one with me to show you, but like I said, when you want especially protective hairstyles, excuse me, thank you. Because he knows how to unlock the door now. It's just like bust through. He came in here because I heard his father telling him, cover your nose when you sneeze. So he knew to come in here because, oh well, you know how they are. They run from one person to another. I wanted to, so this is graduation. I am going to show you Blondie. Now Blondie, let me just give you her box. She is not from Love Me. She is from Here BB. I almost call them Here Beanie, like a Houdini or something. Now I wore her only a couple of times, But I must say that I really enjoy her. Like, their quality is like really superb. Like, really superb. I got some Love Me clips in it. Because these are short cropped wigs, it's like you need to set them before you even put them on. So I'm just gonna let you see how the lace in the front, I did. This actually came with the lace already pre-cut in the front, which is really awesome. As you can see, there's small little laces. Did I do any tinting? I don't think I did any tinting. But as you can see how beautiful, see how superb that lace is? So there's different quality laces. And this lace here, this cloth alone, girl, it's like it comes with its own, you know, nets. You don't even gotta put one of those stocking caps on, which I don't like. And it's not it's not that kind that pulls your hair out. So let me just put that on. Let me just kind of like put it on. Let's see. Tuck all those braids in. It's a good fit. It's nice and tight. I could take these clips out just so you can get an idea, but I put the clips in to try to help set it, because it's one of those hairs that you gotta set it. It does have the flaps to go over, and I really gotta fix her, but she actually is pretty good. Like, I can actually twist this down and bring it down, and I can twist this over this way. Now I really gotta set her up the right way so you can really enjoy her. And you see all the little baby hairs in the front, but it's like I said, this thing is so nice. Like, when you pull the baby hairs, then you can kind of glue it, you know, down whichever way you want to put it. It literally had a pre-cut baby hair, so you didn't have to do all of that. And like I said, sometimes what I do is a lot of times I'll put it right behind my ears and then bring it forward. And I said, I wish I had it like already set up for you so you could kind of see what it looks like, because right now it looks like who done it, like who is she? But this, you can see the lace here. What I would do here is I would glue this down, and then I would run some of the baby hair to the front. I would run it to the front and then glue it down more, because it's actually pretty good once you bring some of the hair down to the front. It's pretty good. And as usual, you can bring her back. Like, say if I had some hairs hanging down, you can bring her back. I'm just gonna put a little clip in it just to get an idea. Oops, put the other clip in. That clip is like stuck. Just kind of give you an idea what it looks like if I was to had a clip back. I really should clip it back some more, or just let me just put my hair, because it's so short and cropped. I could bring it back into a little short, little whatever, you know. But like I said, you have to really set these the night before. I do them the night before. I hang it up on it, and then but if you just looking close, you see that beautiful wig setting, and this is where the net is, so it gives it more of a flesh color, and it just comes out so nice. I really do like this wig. I went to Topgolf in this wig, and the way I had it set, it was pretty good. Just sitting here over here, the way I had it set was pretty good. It's, like I said, all these little baby hairs, girl, I had them laid and slayed and everything, and it just came out really nice. And so this is that one here. I like her. The cut and the layers came out really nice. Like I said, I just gotta do something, and it's full. The density is like awesome. I love that bleach with the roots being darker. I like that. I actually have weaves like that for her, because and I know she's expensive. I'm gonna go look up Hair Beanie and see how much my husband spent for this one, because he's blessed me with these things, and I had the everyday wigs, which I did have one on today. I probably should have came in with it and then took it off and showed you like all of the other wigs. But these wigs, look at that little satin cap for it, right? It sounds like something in there. There's nothing in there. But I think this is really nice. The presentation is really good. Presentations in these are good. This is a long video. Plus, like, I wanted to tell you like later. So now, first, so like the grand finale. This is Ocean. As you can see, he has a song he dedicated to me. Tell me if you still care. And then another song dedicated, Settle for My Love by Treese. He like in old school days, right? But then it puts you in that mood and you just be like, What did I like about this? This Love Me sent me one of these scents so you can keep your wig nice and fresh. I mean, they give you the usual, like the bands and stuff. Wig caps. She's really, really pretty. Which you know, because you got the shorter version, which I don't blame you, because I think the shorter version is more of an everyday one. Or more, you know, to get out. As you can see how long she is, right? It's like a stretch all the way up here. But just to kind of show you, I did not wear her as a, did I wear her? No, I haven't worn her. So I didn't wear her yet, and because I didn't wear her, I haven't cut her. I know I didn't wear her because you see how the lace is? So I'm showing you the lace right now, and maybe I should turn it this way to show you the lace. Right? So the idea is not to cut the hair. The idea is to pull the hair back, right? Let me see if you can see what I'm doing. And maybe I should do it this way so you can see it. I keep turning it around. So do you see where the hair starts? Right where it starts getting a little thinner, like baby hairs would be? You cut right around there, close enough. Because it's pretty much pre-cut, it makes it easier to manage than those big laces pieces to cut off. And it's up to you if you want to cut the rest of the edges here. I don't always, because my hair falls down over it, like the hair of it falls down over it. But the part that you want is always showing, like where the part is. It should. Now, I was trying to figure out how your hair was underneath, because if you notice the lace on this one is pretty sheer, right? It's pretty sheer. So I was trying to figure out why it was showing with your so. Here we go. I could have like slapped the camera out off the stand the way I flung it up. It's definitely not tight at all. I didn't put the straps in the back, so I'm gonna have to use the comb pieces. But this is the latest one. I just used the little combs to kind of hold it down, and I'm sure there's usually some kind of, I don't know, I don't see it here. I was gonna say, is it the little elastic pieces that you can pull? But I don't see it. I just have the comb in. So it also makes you change your ethnicity, right? Like this here makes me look like a whole other person. What do you think my name should be? Well, her name is Oceana, or Ocean. Look, was Oceana. So I really like this one, and we're looking closer for that lace, right? And look, here's the lace. Some people do the like I said, you can do the lace melt and melt it in, but you know, in places where there's a lot of high light or definition or different angles, you may be able to see it. So I will cut it and bring it up. You could keep it on your head. That's another thing I should have said. Keep it on your head when you cut it so you can actually see how far back you're doing it. And remember what I was telling you, that a side part gives it even another look. So it's almost like you have two different kinds of wigs, right? Because you can do the side part, and if you do the side part, you just kind of like, you know, you can wear it like so. So like, say if I just push this behind my ears, which I am going to do, and bring this forward, that's how I wear it. Now, I was telling you, if you don't want the lace to look so obvious on that side, you can take some hair from this, from one area, which honestly you could really pull a good portion amount of hair if you decided to just like cut it. Let me see if I can find some hair from under here. If you decided to just cut it, you'll cut a little bit and you can bring it down and make baby hairs. There's a lot of hair that I'm putting up. But if I wanted to, sometimes what I do just to hide that obvious look is I kind of bring it like a little bit forward. I don't know. Some people don't like it, some people do it. I'm actually doing way too much that I pulled forward. I think I should have just put it like this and brought this to this side. It's sort of like, the idea is to give it like a wet baby look, a baby, you know, hair look in a sense. So I would pull this hair, if I did cut it, I would cut it to, like I said, this length of my, to my eyebrows, or a little longer. And then I would swoop it and kind of give it a swoop and a swoop. And if you don't feel like it, just gel that bad boy flat. And then you gel this one kind of like flat. And it gives it that look. So like I said, even though my ear is out, but I wouldn't have my ear out, I would have it up. And I wish you could see how long it is. I have to jump, jump, jump. Everybody's like, jump. And this is a good, this is I think a 250 density. So I'll make this one there. Once again, oh trusty ponytail holder. This, kind of like a little, I could do some clips, you know, if I wanted to. If I wanted to kind of like do a messy bun, I could do a little messy bun and leave out. Like I said, it's generally a mid part. And even if it was a mid part and I wanted to kind of do that, I could do like put some on that side and some on this side. But if you went just straight down the middle, you can tint it underneath, tint it, cut from here, tint it a little bit. But once you cut away this part of the lace, it should be really, really good. And then you do have foundation, all that stuff, right? So you just put a little bit around the edge once you finish, some gel, and you should be good to go. And these here work very well. This one here sticks it down very well. And so this is the grand finale. I mean, I have other wigs. I got like blue and stuff, but I really do like her. Like, she is like, and the way she like cradles your face, she falls across. The other one cradles your face. Blondie, when you bump her right, she cradles your face. But this one here just like cascades down your face and down your back, and she really gives that look. And you can be like, hey, hi, like, how you doing? Right, I said to myself I should have put some, you know, like lashes, and you know, maybe put something. I don't know, because you know me, I don't do makeup like that. But I was thinking, man, I could have did at least some lashes when I did this. But nope, you get the raw. Hey. Alrighty, ta-ta. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. It's not even a tutorial, just a little like showing, but I call it that. But I just wanted to show you how that lace came out. I would have to cut it